Shalawam, Shalawam. Shalawam, Shalawam. Alright. Hey, first and foremost, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, which rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us his truth. And Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect, 144,000 men, as well as 1/3 men, women, and children, maintaining themselves, keeping the laws, commandments, and statutes to the best of their ability. It's your brother Yerami Kazak, back with hopefully another edifying lesson through the spirit, power, and strength of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash, the true names of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Yahawah equals he is, he exists. Yahawashi equals he saves, he delivers. And Rakakadash equals a spirit that's holy. Rakah equals spirit, Kadash equaling holy. Right? And I just want to go over a little bit on Sirach, the 6th chapter. Alright, and really the title being loyalty. Okay, seeing, you know, throughout this truth, seeing brothers come in, leave out, come in, leave out, say they was gonna, you know, rock and all that, and not necessarily with us, but just in the sense of just being in the truth, man. Alright, producing works, you know, calling on the right names, alright, staying in the faith, right, and seeing them just fall out and go back into the world, right? We've seen it countless times over and over again, or, you know, having whatever type of griefs and things against an organization, right? You know, and these type of things is not beneficial to the army, man. You can't be in the military fighting against each other, right? That's not good for business. Okay, so this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 6, starting at 1. Instead of a friend, become not an enemy, for thereby thou shalt inherit an ill name, shame and reproach. Even so shall a sinner that hath a double tongue. Right? So individuals, man, that being double-minded, matter of fact, let's get that. You say one thing, but you do another, which makes you double-minded. James 1:8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. You're claiming to be a friend, but obviously you become an enemy because you change up later on, right? So your intentions were never, you know, they might have been based on some type of whatever was being provided to you, right? You know how some people are just around you to eat, right? Some people are just around you because you paying, or because you got the car, or whatever it may be, right? That be the situation with a lot of individuals, man. Okay? So you have to really check and see, and it goes into proving a friend, man. If individuals are sincere in this thing when they're around you and when they're dealing with you. Most individuals are not sincere. All right? Verse 2, extol not thyself in the counsel of thine own heart, that thy soul shall not be torn in pieces as a bull straying alone. So once again, it's good to have the brotherhood. It's good to be around brothers. It's good to fellowship, right? Going back to my point of seeing brothers leave and just disappear and all of that. It's not good to be a lone wolf. Okay? Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi raised up other men. He raised up a lot of men that can help you. And that's a benefit to you. Right? He raised up a brotherhood, a body. Right? He didn't just raise up you. You know what I'm saying? Keep that in mind. Verse 3. Thou shalt eat up thy leaves and lose thy fruit, and leave thyself as a dry tree. Alright? Just like it. So you don't want to be that dry tree. You want to be around other living water. Okay? Being that okay, so good. Being that, I like to say, man, let the spirit bounce off one another. Right? Having that chemistry, having that understanding. You learn more from being with brothers. You learn more from Watching brothers' videos and getting taught, watching the breakdowns, watching the live shows, watching the camps, all this type of stuff. So you want to constantly be in a state of being a student, being one that can be taught, not being one that you say you don't need no, you know what I'm saying? We all can be taught. All right. Verse 5. Sweet language. Salaki, verse 4. A wicked soul shall destroy him that hath it, and shall make him to be laughed to scorn of his enemies. Sweet language will multiply friends, and a fair-speaking tongue will increase kind greetings. Be in peace with many, nevertheless, have but one counselor of 1,000. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. So, through this teaching, right? This is the living water, right? This is the gospel. It's good news. It's good tidings. So certain things you're gonna say is gonna attract people, the right type of people. Yahawah. It's gonna attract a lot of bad fish too, as the scriptures speaks about. You cast the net out there, you're gonna get some good fish. You're gonna get some bad fish. You're gonna get some red snappers, some sea bass, but you're also gonna get some catfish that you can't eat. They unclean. So you got to throw them back. So you have to discern between, these individuals that you're dealing with. And time is going to tell, all right, who's really rocking, who's really being drawn by Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. They may say the names, but Yahawah may not really be dealing with them, man. All right? So just let time tell, right? So that's why you have to prove a friend. We are being proven, right, over time. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is sealing his elect. He's proving his elect. He's putting us through tests, through trials, refining us, right? Reproving us, correcting us, putting us through that fire, right? Let's get Isaiah 30 and 20. And it reads, and though Yahawah give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, and thine eyes shall see thy teachers. Right? So you should be able to witness your teachers, approach them, talk to them, get questions, right? Get like I said, the breakdowns, the understandings. It's all there for you to help you grow, so you can know more. And with that being said, you based everything. Be the church of Berea, okay? Basing everything off of what the scriptures say. If your teacher's not teaching according to what the scriptures say, then they're not teaching the right way, right? So you go and search out what is supposed to be in the word, and that's the best way to go. That's the best way to deal. All right, don't be a man that's trusting in flesh just because you like somebody's style or whatever it may be, right? No, is the message in the word coming out properly? We not here because, in a sense, to support each other. Like, nah, hey, we here, man, to get that word that Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is bringing out. All right? He can raise up anybody to bring it out. Okay? So we're not here personally for a certain individual. It's no respect of persons. All right? I had an individual early, a couple days ago, like, man, you got people out here supporting you, man, and you blah, blah, blah. Because I had gave him a slight rebuke, okay? A slight correction. And I'm like, supporting me? I don't care, bro. All right? Was the message wrong? It goes back to, I may be rude in speech, but did I lie to you? And I didn't, So an individual actually, when he figured that out and look at himself, you got to hold yourself accountable. Like, yeah, the brother was right, So it's not about if you like us or not. And nobody ever cared about being liked. I wasn't liked in the world. I don't care about being liked in the truth. All right? Nobody's caring about being liked. We're not trying to appeal to anybody. That's, matter of fact, let's get that. Because that's what they want. Y'all want them smooth words. What's that, Isaiah? Or is that Jeremiah? prophesy unto smooth things. Isaiah 30:20, same chapter. Hey, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. You're coming with a predetermined doctrine in your mind, and if this brother don't speak on that, then I ain't listening to him. That's your mindset, right? Or if this brother don't call on Jesus, this brother don't say that America is gonna continue. This brother don't give me, no. The teachers is gonna teach, man, and they're gonna come properly and correctly. Right? They're gonna come through the Spirit. They're gonna come with the Word, whatever the Word's saying. They're not gonna teach what you want to hear. What you want is not what you need, and that's been majority of the time. That's been what it was. What you want is not what you need. That's the thing with Jake, man. You get caught up on what you want. You want this, you want that, but you don't need that shit. You might want some chocolate full of sugar. You might want that soda, right? That Dr. Pepper, that Coke, that Mountain Dew. You might want that shit, but that shit is destroying you. It's clogging your arteries, man. All right? But what you need is, maybe a cayenne pepper, vinegar, olive oil shot. All right? What you need is some hot tea in the morning. Get your digestive system moving. What you need is some cucumbers, right? With some black pepper, turmeric on it or something like that. That's what you need. But you don't desire those tastes, right? So what the scriptures say, man, too much honey is bad for you. So you just want the sweet things. That's what this world wants in general, man. All right? But when somebody tells you something that you don't want to hear, but you need to hear, you act like you didn't need to hear it. You act like you didn't need to be corrected. You didn't need to be checked. That shit right there, that'd be Jake's downfall, man. So going back to verse 7 in Sirach, if thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. All right? We're not going to credit these individuals just because you being around and all of that. All right? Okay, so what? You around. Cool. You got to prove it. You got to produce the lessons, produce the work, show yourself to be faithful, all right? Show yourself to be true, and be consistent with it. Be consistent with it, all right? 1 second. I saw somebody at my house. It was just my rib pulling up. Like, what? All right, verse 8. For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble. Okay? So, sometimes you may, Jacob's trouble. Or, take it back to Yahawashi. Peter rejected Yahawashi 3 times. Okay? It was the spirit for him to do that. Okay? Judas, Satan went into him for him to do that. It was the spirit for him to do that. It had to be done. These things had to be done. Right? All right, so nobody was there to walk there with him, and then brother eventually came and helped him carry that cross. But that's furthermore signifying that, hey, you're gonna have the brotherhood here to help you. We got different crosses to carry, right? And you will have help, all right? But you got to do a lot of that on your own. This is why you don't get dependent upon a brother. Let's say you got bills and shit, bro, and you always asking a brother for some money or something, man. No, you can't get dependent upon that brother. That brother ain't about to work for you. You got to work and take care of your family, all right? Make better financial decisions, okay? These things should be applied. It's holding yourself accountable in the way that you move. If you know that you can't afford those Jordans that you're wearing, how about don't buy them, all right? You can't afford to buy new clothes and all that shit. Can't afford to go to the movies. Cut some of these pleasures out. Get yourself straight financially. Don't be a damn moocher, man, off of other brothers. All right? Because this thing does be happening in the ministry, man. All right? Keeping it going. And then, because you got those same individuals. I seen it in the world and in the truth. You got those same individuals that when you had money, they was with you. You giving them money, you buying them shit, boom, boom, boom. But then you broke, you out of money, and then they talking shit about you, slandering your name. All right? That's how it be. That's how it be. This is Jake for you, man. This is Jake. All right. For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble. And there is a friend who, being turned to enmity and strife, will discover thy reproach. Right? So you got those individuals that love exposing deep, dark secrets and things that y'all talked about in secrecy, that y'all talked about in private, right? Especially a female, bro. Especially them females, man. You know, a female, y'all get into it. She love to, even if you with a woman and she'll love to bring us some shit that that you held dear or some shit. That's why blah blah blah. That's why blah blah blah. That's because that's showing you it's an emotional, effeminate type of trait, man, a characteristic, right? So it goes back to loyalty. A woman like that, you can't trust. You just can't trust. All right, she gonna drop you in your lowest moment. She gonna use that as her high horse. She gonna use that to an advantage, you know. And you got those women out there, man. Majority of our women is like that because they wicked. All right, these bitches are not loyal. I was watching this, scrolling through TikTok yesterday, and you got that goofy dude, he a clown, the Gerald Hudson dude, Houston, whatever his name is. All right, but he walked up on this chick, he was talking to her, and she was like, "You look like a drug dealer." And she was like, "Yeah, my last dude was a drug dealer, and I told on his ass." I was like, damn. All right, but hey, it is what it is, you know. And a wicked woman is caught up with a wicked man. And that woman is going to be extremely wicked, okay, to the point of she's not loyal to you. She's loyal for her own occasion, okay? Her own occasion. What in the world? Let's get these. There's a lot of bots on here today. Let's get that shit up out of here. All right, now keeping it going. So for their own occasion, and they'll you know, they'll tell on you. They'll, and that's bringing it back to the truth. Okay, C-Hip coming around. All right, prophets is gonna be head on posters. Hey, I know one of those brothers that be teaching on the street. Hey, he's over here. He lives over here. He works over here. I know. I work with him. How? I see his YouTube. I know he works with me. I know how he feels about the government. Boom. I know how he feels about the YT man. I know how he feels. Oh, how much y'all paying? 10,000 for his head? Literally, because they gonna want your head. 10,000 for his head. Here you go. You got individuals turning in migrants for 2,000. Okay, how much more when they put prices on our heads? Who gonna you gonna have you might even have your own mama, bruh, telling on your ass. Yeah, he live right here, right here, right here. I'm sorry, baby, I needed the money. They say they not gonna kill you. What? But I don't agree with that stuff you talking bad about my Jesus. Alright? You are gonna have family members betraying one another, man. Okay? Because what did Yahawashi tell us? That's what he told us. And he ain't never lie. Alright? Let's get that. This is Matthew 10:36. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. So he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. All right? So we're not here to bask in the pleasures of this life, man. The joy of this world. All the stuff that this place can provide us. No. All right? All that stuff should be up out of your mind. All right? You know, yeah, we have pleasures, but that's not our priority. That's not what's most near and dear to our heart. All right? Yeah, we got family, but that's not our priority. And that may sound wicked to individuals in the world. Your family's not your wife? You don't worship your wife, brother? You need to worship your wife. That's how these niggas sound, man. All right? That's how these niggas sound. You need to worship your kids, brother. All right? You wouldn't put your kids, you know, you wouldn't put Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi before your kids. Because y'all wicked. Y'all don't understand. Those kids, your wife ain't going to save you. Like I'm stating, man, it could be your own mother or even your rib, your wife, that tries to turn you over in Jacob's trouble. Or she might take the kids and they might go get the C-hip, come back, they got the shit, and you like, what the fuck? Right? This is the type of stuff we talking about, man, that brothers ain't gonna be ready for. All right? Because you trying to get all these, for you niggas that's trying to get all these damn women, when it's not wise to do so, even though you can, but it's not wise to do so, because Micah 2:10, this place is polluted, so these women are polluted. Their mindset is polluted. You gonna fuck around and get an Eve. You might get Eve, the Eve. All right? She come back talk about, hey, I took the C up. You need to go down there and take it too. Or I'm leaving your ass. Or I'm turning you in. Boom, boom, boom. Man. All right? So stop fucking with all these problems, man. Brothers be creating problems because you want 6 women. You want 6 wives right now. You want concubine upon concubine right now. You're going to be creating problems. Then you got to take care of all these women. Isaiah 4:1 is going to be brought on by the Spirit. It's not going to be forced. You can't force a prophecy. All right? This is what, like a Nathaniel or somebody talking about, I'm going to gather the 144,000. You can't force a prophecy. Stuff has to come about Habakkuk 2:1-3 at an appointed time. You can't force a prophecy. You can't force spiritual powers. You got these dumbass individuals. They be like, yeah, man, look at the sun. Stare at the sun. And close your, and open your eyes. Just stare at the sun. You know? And we're going to go out during the eclipse. And we're going to go up. What the fuck is that going to do? Yo, we seeing these bug outs, man. Over and over and over consistently, man. All right, I'm going to begin to wrap it up, though. Okay? Verse 10. Again, this is Sirach. Again, 6 and 10. Again, some friend is a companion at the table and will not continue in the day of thy affliction. All right? So, what we said, the foes of a man shall be those of his own household. All right? They're not going to continue. All right? But in thy prosperity, he will be as thyself and will be bold over thy servants. If thou be brought low, he will be against thee and will hide himself from thy face. Separate thyself from thine enemies and take heed of thy friends. And that goes into having discernment to tell, hey, who is your brother and your sister and your mother, right? That's those that do the will of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. That is going to show through characteristics, through integrity, and through loyalty. Okay? Not being loyal to you in a sense, but being loyal to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Then it's going to equate to them being loyal to you because you're in the body. So it's going to work out. The kidneys got to support the heart. The heart got to support the lungs. The lungs got to support the heart. It's going to work out. The font. All right? Automatically. It's going to work out. Because they serve Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. They're doing the will. So the will of the Father is not against you if you're doing the will. It's all going to work out. It's like a puzzle piece, man. You got elect over here, elect over here, elect over here, elect. All right, put them all together. Then it makes that body. It makes that beautiful puzzle piece. You know? So really that sifting, matter of fact, last scripture, let's get Amos 9 and 8-10. Behold, the eyes of Yahawah power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith Yahawah. This sinful kingdom, man, what's going down here? All right, from Babylon to the UK, Britain, Germany, Russia, all that shit. All right, anywhere where these Edomites is ruling, which is hey, the whole world. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. All right, stocky. So he's gonna destroy this sinful kingdom. He's gonna shake shit up, man, very soon, very quickly. If you can't see how it's being shaken up right now. All right, yeah, they got their little snapback and all that. All right, the snapback. I just thought about that snapback. But anyway, they got their little snapback. All right, but still, job crisis. Economics in shambles. That right there is just, it don't even matter. That right there is just whatever. Okay? That was a little test to see how you niggas was gonna act up. All right, make the rats run quicker real quick. You know? But It's showing you who got the power. That's like for you Eves that you're married to Esau, your baby daddy. He just shows you, yeah, bitch, I got that power. I take your food from you real quick, make you starve for a couple days. All right, here you go. I'm gonna let you eat now. Boom. He's showing you, and that's Isaiah 31. You know, y'all going down to Egypt. Okay, y'all in love with Egypt. All right, it's making y'all lazy because you don't wanna work. You don't wanna, all you do is rely upon Esau to feed you. That shit is wicked, man. That's slothful. All right. So joining hand in hand with this wicked man, you're gonna go down with this wicked man. You should have stood. Hey, what they say? Pick yourself up by your bootstraps. You should have did something. All right, but you deny every good man out here with a job that could actually help you. Hey, you deserve what you get, man. Fuck these bitches. All right. Verse 9. For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. So that separation is eventually going to happen. Okay? Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is going to make it happen regardless. The house is going to be sifted. So what you got to do is pray and fast and use discernment when you're out here dealing. When you're out here moving how you're moving. Okay? Come on! Alright? Alright? Hold up. I gotta finish my live. And then verse 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. So all the sinners of this nation, man, is gonna be destroyed. That's letting you know that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is not simply all love. You have sinners in our nation, 2/3 of our people that will be unalive. That's gonna be brought down, man. All right, and you have 1/3 of our people that includes 144,000, and you have the women and the children and the men, all right, that's not the prophets that will be saved. Okay. So, and then, otherwise, those 2/3 that were destroyed in the nukes or however the Most High takes them out, they're going to come back via reincarnation, regeneration in the kingdom, because Israel has an everlasting salvation, right? And they'll be in their right minds, finally, with the right understanding and calling upon Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. All right, so with that being said, man, facing the east, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone. Shalawam to the Lord, so for elect. As always, Kwam Yasharahla, and a Baba Ball to this wicked kingdom. May Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi destroy this bitch yesterday, man. Shalawam, shalawam. Let me get up out of here. Shalawam.